lecture. Let us now understand how the candlesticks are designed. We will also learn a step-by-step method to design any candlestick. So let's start. Friends, candlesticks are basically used to describe the price action during a given time frame. And the best thing about candlesticks is that it can be used for any time frame. So whether it's 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, hourly, daily, weekly, or even monthly time frames. Later in this course, you will also learn to use candlesticks in your custom-made time frames using candlesticks blending. So friends, in order to create a candlestick chart, you must have a dataset that contains open, high, low, and close values for a particular time period. If the candle is closed above its opening price, then it's shown by green candle, but many charts even show this with a white candle. And if the candle is closed below its opening price, then it's shown by a red candle. Some charts even show this as a black candle. So generally, you will see two types of candlesticks representations. First is green and red, and second is white and black. So don't get confused with different representations of different charting platforms. But formation or structure of candle is same, whatever color combinations you are using. I will again summarize this important concept. So if this horizontal line represents the opening level and candle closes above this level, then it will be represented as a green candle. On the other hand, if the candle closes below its opening level, then it will be represented as a red candle. Now friends, the best way to learn candlesticks is not theoretically but visually. So let's see the basic structure and formation of a candle. The hollow or filled section of the candlestick is called the real body or simply body of the candle. Then the thin lines poking above and below that body displays the high or low range and are called wicks or shadows. The top of the upper wick is the higher price of that time period, while the bottom of the lower wick is the lower price for that time period. Now friends, as you have already learned, if the stock closes higher than its opening price, a green candlestick body is drawn, with the bottom of the body representing the opening price and top of the body representing the closing price. Similarly, if the stock closes lower than its opening price, a red candlestick body is drawn, with the top of the body representing the opening price and bottom of the body representing the closing price. Another point to note here is that the green candle in which the price closed above the opening is often called a bullish candle and indicates the bullish sentiments of the market in that particular time frame. Similarly, a red candle in which the price closed below the opening is often called a bearish candle, and this indicates the bearish sentiment of the market. Now let's see the step-by-step process to create a candlestick. Friends, a candlestick can be drawn using 4 simple steps. In step 1, mark the open and the close. Now please note here the open and the closing price. Whichever is higher, you need to mark that on the top and other at the lower side. In this example, I am assuming closing price above the opening price. In step 2, draw the box around the open and the close. This boxed up rectangle is in fact the real body. So as you have seen earlier, the real body represents the range between the open and close of the session. If the close is higher than the open, the real body is colored green or white. On the other hand, if the close is lower than the open, the real body will be colored as red or black. In step 3, mark the high and join this to the top of the box, that is real body. This thin line above the box is called the upper wick or the upper shadow. This you have already learned in the last slide. Finally, in step 4, mark the low and join this to the bottom of the box, that is real body. As you have learned earlier that this thin line below the box is called the lower wick or lower shadow. So finally you get your candlestick for the given session. Friends, if you are confused with any step, then we will do some examples to clear this important concept of candlestick designing. Let's do a practical exercise. This is the chart of US stock Amazon for 9th April 2020. As you can see, the open, high, low and close are given. Now let's start plotting the candlestick. So as the first step, just take the open and close. As you can see, the stock is opened at 2045.43 and closed at 2042.76, which is lower than the open. I am marking the open and close here. As step 2, just make a box around this open and close. In step 3, join the high of the session with the top of the box like this. And finally, in step 4, join the low of the session with the bottom of the box like this. So this is your candlestick for the session. Also note the body will be red since the open is higher than the close. This is the screenshot of actual candle from the chart. Friends, hope the things are getting clear by now. Let's do a final example to make the concept of candlestick designing crystal clear. This is Euro USD data for 5 trading sessions, that is from 16th March 2020 to 20 March 2020. As you can see, open, high, low and close are given for all the trading sessions. Now just pause the video and try to make the chart for these 5 trading sessions using the steps as discussed earlier in this lecture. Please note for 16th March 2020, the session started at 1.1085, that is here, and closed at 1.1183. So just make this box around both these levels. This box will be green because open is below the close. On the way, it made a high of 1.1238, that is here, and low of 1.1046, that is this. Hope this candle structure is clear to you. Similarly, you can plot the candles for 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th March. Just try it yourself. So friends, hope the candlestick designing is clear to you. From next lecture, we will study the price action and psychology of each